What's up, Normal? Good, Manny. Good morning, brother. I just blurred the background, yeah. This is real life. It's actually it's this blurry behind me. Good, Mungro. I think it makes the quality a little bit better when I blur the background, so we'll run it. We're from UK, US. I'm from Canada. What's up, Cryptic? Bias is bullish news high. I don't know about that one. Maybe later. For you, yeah, man, for sure. It's definitely possible. I mean, my bias on the week was bullish. We're finally starting to see that manipulation lower that I was waiting for. Um, Unfortunately, it happened pre-market. Was not like I've had these levels marked out and haven't been able to participate. Obviously, this pre-market, but played out nicely. Where's a good stop? Shorts in 722. Bro, 722. 722 is like all the way up there, bro. Your stop's fine, bro. You should be asking yourself, where should I take profits? Monday high got fab. Just yesterday. Oh, 7:22 a.m. I mean, still your stop should still be fine, bro. I would just focus on where you're taking profits. And for me, how much I sell side? Yeah, Friday's daily low. I've been aiming for that level. We will probably get there. Both assets might even get lower. Let's go, Fabian. Pink Fluffy. What's up, brother? Price looking so bearish. Maybe we get a reversal in New York. It's possible. I think. I mean, I want to do it. I want to trade a New York reversal, but it's 2% on the Nasdaq. See, if we take out Friday's low, we could look for something like this. If we just start retracing. But Lori still in the short night, bro. I mean, it's not that crazy. It's NFP week. Um, my mic's not muted, bro. Let's go, Parth. Oh, it's not that crazy. I mean, it's NFP week. You expect extreme manipulation. Even if, I mean, I could be wrong. We may not be bullish this week, but you would expect moves like this. Thinking about shorting crude oil. New camera? Nope, I just blurred the background. Scared you? With the alert? I was short from 7 a.m. Past two accounts on top step. Nice, bro. Well done. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. How you got fifth? Way too sunny over here to be indoors. It's pretty nice. Wait, 3 degrees where I live. It was well yesterday it was 25 degrees. Now it's 3 degrees. Crazy. Good shit, Ryan. So wait, Ryan, are you training the funded today? My bias? Friday's daily low. I think price is gonna take it. Looks like it's accumulating with the potential for classic model for open carrying fire door. Not enough RR? No, I would do it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly what it is, Robert. Both funded's nice, bro. I'm planning to buy, bro, if it gives me 1 minute breaker block. Damn, bro, that's all you need. I mean, good luck, bro. Good luck, brother. Let's go, Peter. Bias? Right now, I'm still bearish. Good PD. I could have short at 809, but took that shit on paper. Man face. Why are you putting that emoji, bro? Who cares? I look for longs after Friday's low. If it can show me that it's bullish, perhaps. But I'm not simply gonna just take the first long if we get something like this. I mean, hard. Possible. We'll see. Some speaks in the afternoon. Crude oil inventory is at 10:30, so like I'm actually not opposed to trading. Good, Hassan. Good. Kiss Bay was good, huh? What's up, Ziggy? Guys, I think the next series I'm gonna do on YouTube, it's gonna be a series where I backtest the entire year of 2023, showing you guys every trade. I think that's gonna be the next one, bro. I think it's gonna be the most beneficial. People just watching me spam my model over and over again. Call like 250 points this morning with that sell-off. Nice, bro. Bias now, bearish. How do you find the opening range gap for quarters? You're gonna switch your chart to regular trading hours. So you won't be able to see it, but bottom right of your screen, switch it to regular trading hours. You'll see the gap as soon as 9:30 comes. Congrats for 5K. Appreciate you, bro. 100 to 24K. Oh, I don't know about. Oh, you're talking about that challenge? No, I wasn't talking about. Oh, you want me to do that challenge later? Um, I can do a back test, but I don't think we'll do the 100 to 24K. I think we'll just do just proper back tests. But we'll see. We'll see how long stream lasts. Took out sell side pre-market. That is correct. Good luck for that. For what? Home move will be done then. 10 a.m. news probably used for distribution. Possible, yeah. You waiting for 10 a.m. news? No. Don't need to. You see that huge SMT? Don't see no huge SMT. Unless it's at Friday's daily low. Oh, there's one with Monday's low as well. So, I mean, there's one there. Getting before 10, sure. Model presents itself. We have accumulation right here, so it's valid for me. You know why Tassabec doesn't have 4-minute chart? No, I don't know. That's annoying. I'd complain. Discrimination, bro. Discrimination. For 2022 YouTube? Oh, it's 2023. I already finished 2022. And I thought, like, when I show people my results for 2023, 2022, everyone just wants to see how I backtest. So we finished 2022. These are the results so far in the backtest. And I go over it in the video. So I think 2023, I'll do the trades. I already recorded some of the 2022 ones, but I'll record the 2023 ones. What's your bias? Bearish. Until proven otherwise, which will take a significant amount of conviction. You bearish for now? Yes. You trade only funded account or live account? Right now only funded, but I think I'm going to deposit something into a live account. Trading like the issue is. Oh, sorry, one sec. Just got a notification that NVIDIA is dumping. So was AMD. So was the entire stock market. Okay, shit. The only thing is about a live account is when I trade my live, I'd be executing right here on this screen that you guys see right now, which I'm fine with. But I won't be able to manage my trades the same. When I trade live, I'm going to be taking 1 micro. I'd build it up. I'm not going to deposit like all my savings. I'm going to deposit like, let's say 10% of my savings or something that I'm comfortable losing should anything happen, right? I'd be probably trading like 1, maybe 2 micros on the S&P, maybe, or 1 micro on the NASDAQ. So I wouldn't be able to implement my full trade management strategy. So then, in reality, what's the point? You know, I could swing trade, hold my trades a lot longer. So H1 SMT is valid. I'm still bearish, but possible. For broker, I'm going to use AMP futures. AMP futures. It's probably the best option I have. I would use TraderBait if I could. Yeah, AMP is good though. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. How do you chart on TradingView and execute on top side? 2 separate windows? Yep, I have 2 monitors. You can't use TraderBait. Not where I live. I live in Canada, unfortunately, and TraderBait is not allowed. That's exactly what I do, Joseph. Well, leverage? I think it's the same as TraderBait. I don't think you need $100 to trade 1 micro NASDAQ. But I don't want to risk 10% per trade, right? You can do it with 1. It's not too hard. You moved over to Topside for better scaling with evals? Yeah, I feel you. Alright, boys, approaching that 20. So if you have any pressing questions, now's your time to ask. Because in 30 seconds, we're locking in. You can't take part. No, I wouldn't be able to take partials, exactly. I would just full close every position. Which is fine. What's up, Connor? I'm going good. We're thinking of buys. Right now, I'm looking at Friday's low. I think Friday's low is possible. Maybe Monday's low on yes. Buy or sell. I'm gonna look for sells until approved by an order broker using Canada futures. Forex futures. I would use AMP futures, brother. How many hours do you do a day? How many hours of what? That's 4.5% today, man. Did you over risk, brother? I'll still take the trades on TradingView, yes, but it's obviously I'm taking them on my second monitor. How many hours I do a day? I only trade for 2 hours. 9:30 to like not even 2 hours. 9:30 to 11. Just an hour and a half. Just gotta focus and stay patient for 1 hour and a half, bro. That's all. Only for me at least. All right, boys. You guys know the drill. By the way, if you haven't entered the giveaway in my Discord, it's free. You can join. Good luck with that. Should you decide to join. Close, open. So marking out the regular trading hours gap. Like the first time I marked it out correctly. First try. Lock that in so we don't move it by accident. Lock all these levels in. So expansion lower. When its market opens, and we left these equal highs. It's actually S&P. If we can like put in a swing low, come higher, get an inverse, I'll short that. But if this just goes down, bro, like there's really not much you can do. Stay patient. Stay patient. Taking out the short-term low here. So trading back to Monday's daily low. Probably expect this to flush down. Like we'll put in a 1-minute civvy. No idea where it's either gonna come back into the civvy. If it inverses, you look higher. If it respects, you look Friday's daily low. That's all. There's no classic model here for me anyways. I think crude oil is bearish. There we trade into the civvy. Not first presentation, but it is a bearish fair value gap. Holding inside. Being patient. The name of the game today is 100% going to be patience. By the end of the session, you want to be proud in your trading, right? You don't want to be like, oh man, I took this and I shouldn't have. Or you want to say, you know what? I traded the way I wanted to. You could short this 50% civvy. Not my trade though. Not my trade. Especially when we left equal highs. There's no classic model here for me. We left a really nice equal highs, which is the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Oh no, we actually didn't leave equal highs. We actually did enter. But there is equal highs right here. Let's quickly glance at the YM. YM hasn't even taken out Monday low either. Okay, so it's just Nasdaq leading shorts, probably because that the video news that came out. First 5 minutes of trading. I like this if we can get into this, that'd be nice. But we'll see. I mean, if anything, you could view this as a potential long. Could be a change in the state. I wonder. Imagine this is your low of session, and we just get the full reversal. I don't think it will be, but no first presentation or anything. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. Flush to the daily lows. Very well flush to the daily lows. Look at ES Monday's daily low. It's right there. ES taking out that daily low. This should be held, you know. There's Friday's daily low on NQ. So this was my objective for the entire beginning of the week. We called it out on Monday. Maybe my next video should be. Do you guys think I should post a psychology video on YouTube? That's my next video. If we were to get a strong CISD, like right there, strong ass breaker in CSD, I'd probably be bullish. If S&P at Friday's daily low and we get a strong recovery going into the macro, I'd probably be bullish then. But it has to happen quick. For sunshine, thank you for rain. Yo, I'm bearish on crude oil, man. I know a crude oil short when I see one. I actually might actually take this. No jokes. Okay, 50-minute break. This breaker here. If we get a retracement, I was setting up this short earlier. The daily's bearish, super bearish order flow. London lows. Nothing on the Nasdaq to look for. Hey, Friday's daily lows taken on ES, so that S&T is gone. First presentation, by the way. So tomorrow is a no trade day. I will still be live. Maybe I'll demo trade or tape read, but it's a no trade day. Even if I got something on this fair value gap, still like 2R. I think I can take this, but we'll tape read it. We'll just tape read this crude oil play. I do think it plays, but YM on the daily chart is approaching Monday's low. Hasn't taken out Friday's low. Probably a little bit lower. Very bearish. We have a 4-hour bullish fair value gap there. I guess, let's mark out this 4-hour bullish. We'll just see. In retrospect to the quadrants. Also trading into this OB. So, I mean, it's possible we get that reversal. But again, I'd have to see a full breaker. Otherwise, or like in first presentation, get above that. Right now, it's just looks like a classic sell day, and I have no idea where it's going to go, when it's going to stop. Trading into Wednesday's high. We left really nice equal highs right here. This could all be manipulation for when Trump speaks in Asia. Damn, the stock market's down. Still green on my positions though. We have a fair value gap. Yo, the first signs of bullish order flow would be closure above here. I'd want us to see us start wicking at this level, but we're gonna be really aggressive. You could long this, but definitely not my style. Tracing. Minute. We could potentially start seeing some bullish order flow. Stay patient. Not including the volume imbalance here, because the wick covers 50% of the imbalance. The wick covers consequent encroachment. So you can include this volume imbalance, but not that one. I should have included this one, it's correct. I'm gonna have to see a lot if I'm gonna go long. Going to have to see a lot. The game plan is pretty simple. Wait and see if the market tells me it's going to go higher. If it does, we look for a long setup. If it doesn't, we don't trade. I'm not going to be taking any shorts today. Will not be taking any shorts. I mean, would I ever take a short actually? Let me not say that, just quite. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I'll take shorts. I'd rather just stick with that bias weekly PO3 longs. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to trust any shorts because if we're gonna start displacing above the levels in which I'm expecting the weekly power of 3 to reverse from, then how am I gonna short expecting a lower low on the day? I also don't want to short too low of day when I'm not bearish on the day, you know? So we already traded lower. So I don't want to just keep shorting and expecting lower and lower and lower. So either tells me it's gonna go higher or we're simply gonna sit out. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with sitting out. No SMTs down there. We're getting first signs of bullish order flow. We inverted up to our value gap. Putting in a BISI. So here you include the volume and bounce. You know, I don't like these. I think that's good. That's a vivid color. I don't want to have the names. I want to draw the green box to represent a BISI. Because I'll always adjust the name sometimes. Inside that 950 macro, there isn't really any criteria for a long here for me, if I'm being honest. I mean, just for 30-second CISD. There was a 30-second CISD. "15-second breaker playing," but like there's not really criteria. Like ideally, I'm not gonna long a 15-second CISD right now. There's no way. Moved my org quadrants by accident. In fact, you could short this and it would meet the criteria for a protraction model. Retracement to 5-minute bearish fair value gap, 1-minute inversion. But like, to where? Where would you be shorting this to? You have a soft stop there. It's just not the best trade. There isn't any clear objective. I mean, there's the 4-hour fill, but like, there's no way of knowing it's gonna fill, you know? There's simply no way of knowing. I feel like I'd rather just short crude oil at that point. I'm gonna short something. See how nice that flip is. Like, I think this goes lower. I just don't have a drawn liquidity. 1 standard deviation. Sure. We'd probably make a lower low. Not really good risk to reward. Maybe we shorted it like this. Like ultra mega aggressive. I think we just let it go and accepted that it's not the trade we're looking for. Probably goes lower, but it's not my trade. I don't have a drawn liquidity besides this low right here. It's not good enough. And that's not even like a high probability draw. I then have to take that low. There was some sort of imbalance here that wasn't filled. Maybe the 30 minutes. If I have to zoom this much for a drawn liquidity, it's just not worth it. I mean, there's an open 30-minute fair value gap there. No, we actually... What is this red line? I'm marking out the 4-hour open. Like, I guess there is reason to go lower. There is stuff, but it's just really hard to say how much. No way of knowing. We also just might put an SMT there right now, which would just fit the long criteria. Could also be accumulating. Wait for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. news is here. I don't expect anything major to happen at 10 a.m., but there is 10 a.m. news. I want to see this reward me for not taking the trade. Like, that would make me happy. If we just boop, come all the way up, like that would genuinely make me happy. Oil shorts, man. I knew it. We called it, man. We called it. And then lows. YM took out that low. We have an S&T here. Let's see if we get one-side expansion. If we get a one-side expansion higher, like right here, CISD, the thing is, I don't want to long into a 15 bearish. But you have good probabilities in like first presentation and such. Because there's an S&T right here with YM. Both S&T with ES at the body, so. We shall see. YM's almost at that daily level as well. We do get a lower low there. Just really, really bearish. There's an hourly, but like at this point you're stretching for it. We should be getting displacement around 10 a.m. Now mark it out. But I don't know. I don't want to stretch too far for longs. At some point you have to tell yourself that's probably not going to happen. At least not now. Yeah, I see a lot of two-third protraction set up to 1.5 standard deviations. Nice, bro. 1.5. I don't think you got 1.5. Yeah, 0.5 you mean? You'd have to mark it out like this. The high, and load up it in the high. Unless you took it on the 15-second and you got something like this. But it's like this. Thursday's low is too much for me personally. That's too much movement. It could be. We would be hitting price limit there anyways. Like, that's 1,000 points. I wouldn't expect that today. 1.5 for the 930 green candles. Oh, from there, interesting. Working on your models, all on YouTube. The protraction model short from the bearish 5. Yep, I said this was a protraction model, but I wasn't gonna take it because I don't have a clear draw on liquidity. You change your chart to regular trading hours. Bottom right of your screen says ETH and RTH. You still think we're bearish at lows is there? I mean, we're definitely still bearish. That's without question. There's nothing here that's bullish. So I'm personally just gonna wait. But I mean, if you want to take shorts, you can go ahead and take shorts. I'm not gonna short low of day when I don't have a clear draw though. No way. People keep asking about this first presentation. This is first presentation. There's no other fair value gap. Look. Do you see any other fair value gap in regular trading hours? No, this is the first one. This is first presentation fair value gap. Alright, let's minimize chat. Let's lock in here. First signs of bullish order flow would be an inversion of this massive imbalance. If we inverse that, that's your first sign of bullish order flow. If we get a CIST, might actually long it, but it's 10 a.m. I hope this 10 a.m. candle just see if we get a breaker CIST. If I don't get a breaker, doesn't mean much. Well, got the CISD. The risk like on a fair value gap like this. Pretty good risk to reward with the equal highs. Probably wouldn't take it right at that fair value gap. I would never leave an order there. But I mean, watch it. Already traded into the inversion. Trading into the BISI. $70 times 2. Place it here. We have good upside potential, so I'm not going to rush a trade. 70 times. Alright, we can get in long here. I'll take this on a combine. So I'm executing this on a combine. I'm not comfortable taking this on a funded. Putting my stop at the body low, plus 1 tick. We got the change in the state of delivery, trading from a 1 hour bullish fair value gap. Haven't seen any raid on buy side yet. We have an unfilled 15-minute fair value gap right above us, which is a good draw on liquidity, even if we're not bullish. So I'm gonna give these very nice equal highs as a final terminus, perhaps. So getting long in close proximity to that BISI. Still not comfortable in the full reversal, so I'm only taking this on an evaluation account. Remove the CISD marker. This will become a bullish order block. So if we get above here, I'd expect to see some speed here, but we're slowing down. I'm looking for this to form as a bullish order block. Also longing inside that daily bullish fair value gap, so we got the LB and we're getting a sharp reaction. So we clear up the chart. Let's see, did we trade into anything? No, we didn't really trade into anything. So leaving my stop where it is. So accumulating around our entry, trading back towards that daily bullish fair value gap low. Back in that 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Looking at this as your buy side liquidity pool. Equal highs that are really smooth. So look at the bodies at the daily bullish fair value gap low. That I like to see. But now we have to see speed. We have first presentation fair value gap right here. I'm going to move the stop slightly higher. So just looking for a continuation. Not much has changed. If you go to the 15-minute, you see we traded into that 15-minute bearish fair value gap. So we'll see how we trade into that. This could be a time to trail the stop lower, just to protect ourselves on that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So we could remove the daily BISI markings. So protecting myself on this 15-minute bullish bearish fair value gap, right? If we're wrong, and I'm not going to take a partial here, but I am trailing my stop to a reasonable level. It covers the previous 5-minute candle low. Covers the BPR. And covers the order block that we put in. And the mitigation block as well. So hopefully we don't get souped. But reducing my risk significantly. And that's how you manage a trade effectively. At least get first presentation. You can see us respecting bullish order flow still. Right. My eyes are jumping to first presentation. On the eval, I got a better fill. I'm break even on the eval. I just bought 2 more contracts accidentally. It's fine. Doesn't matter because I didn't do it on the eval. Okay. Gonna look to take something off here. Doesn't really justify my purchase though. I'm gonna leave it. Watching how we trade in this first presentation. Do we get fast? Do we get slow? Thinking about trailing my stop here. Removing some of these markings that you no longer need. My eyes are still on this buy side liquidity pool. Smooth equal highs. Pretty good move thus far. Now my eyes are over here. The inverse first presentation. I'm gonna take a partial here. Our first signs of slowing down inside the premium city. Oops. Inside that premium city. I'm gonna bump the stop a little bit higher to cover this fair value gap. So I like my stop there. Wouldn't be surprised if we just get like a death candle down. While I'm sitting here at break even pretty much. Lift down close candle. Trading into this Bissy. Closing inside there. Not what I want to see, but hasn't disrespected it yet. We also inversed first presentation. So it is kind of a red flag. But we already took something off. And our stops are above break even, so it's okay. See if we can get above these candles. If so, then we just flush higher. What? What just happened? I don't know what just happened, but order got canceled for some reason. This could act as a bullish order block. I'm getting out there on the actual accounts. Very content. See if this continues. I'll drag this to the low-hanging fruit and we'll just put it there. I can agree for a couple points. Take another partial here. Slowing down too much. Increase the stop to cover this wick and the bullish fair value gap. And we'll leave it like this. This. We originally entered with 4, and we've taken off 3, right? I think. Top covers the bulk of the 5-minute bullish that we put in. Entered at the CISD, yeah. I got a little bit deferred entry. Well, this entry is higher than it was. This entry is higher than it was because I accidentally added 2 contracts. Your TP too low, bro. You know what? You want to just come over, bro, and do the trade for me? That would be great, man. If you could just do that. Can I ask why is it not considered first position? The one at this one is including 929. You cannot include the 929 candle. Session high, good TP. I think that's a great TP. Bro, you'll get stopped out, then it will continue in the direction. Sure, bro. You can come too, bro. What is the model? This was a reversal model. Your first presented FEG is 1 candle above. This one's too small. I didn't use it. Look at the volume on 1 hour chart, lines up perfectly. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. I'd like to retrace to the 5-minute OB below. It already retraced into that 5-minute OB right here. Would you target data highs? Potential runner for data highs. I'm not taking off the full, but I'll leave a runner. I'll leave a runner, but I'm not going to take the bulk of my position off at data highs. Good shit, bro. Ignore the haters. There's always haters. What time you stop looking for entry? 11:10 a.m. My entry was based on the CISD right here, but I added positions. That's why the entry is a lot higher. This was my original entry. What time I stopped looking? 11. These guys talk like they market makers. I know, bro. You're actually learning a lot? Nice, bro. What time zone you in? I'm in Eastern time. Does anyone know how to take partials on Tradeovate? Just click sell. When did you say you were... Wouldn't you say we were too bearish to look for a reversal model? Originally I was, but then I saw the exact reaction at the exact time from the exact level that I wanted to. And it was a pretty strong reaction here, so it's worth taking. You thought I was in Texas? I wish I was in Texas. Can I enter now? No, you cannot enter now, bro. Big S&P forming on yes if we take this high in NQ? Yeah. Why is it not considered for the first one? This one is not at 9:30. It's at 9:29. It's 9:29, 9:30. So you can't include anything before 9:30. Potential short after high sweep? Possible if you expect continuation lower. Now that's a market maker buy model. Yeah, we'll see if it completes. Nice model. It's helping me a lot. Gatie, appreciate you, bro. Do you teach your own strategy? It's on my YouTube if you want to learn my strategy. Great trade, missed it. That's okay. Y'all holding till equal highs or London highs? I'll leave a runner, but I wouldn't hold the trade. Bro, are you buying? Brother, I've been in long since 10:04. Gatie, can I come over? You can come over, bro, of course. I mean, you can use this as first presentation, but I prefer using the most obvious one, not these little lackluster ones, little imbalances between two. You know. What about the bearish FEG above? Yeah, you can target that. We'll complete the market maker. We take out this original consolidation. Why did I enter? Because my reversal model formed and I had a bullish draw on liquidity. We're going to drag this up. Look to TP it as it trades up. Oops. As it starts trading up, I'm going to take it manually because I want to see the speed in which we trade into it. I want to see the speed. I want to see how slow, if we just start spiking all the way through, well, I'm not going to put a limit there then. In reality, we could have just closed it there. It's like not a big difference, but it's fine. Where did we sweep liquidity? We're inside of a daily bullish fair value gap. And we took out this low right here. We'll complete the market maker buy model, taking out the original consolidation, which is right here. Can you leave partial longs for long term? No. One and done for me, bro. Would you say it's A plus? Yeah. The only thing that doesn't make this A plus is the fact of how bearish we were pre-market, but the setup itself, it formed really nicely, so. TP is London highs. Any advice? Stay patient if that's your TP. Where did you enter? I entered right here and here. You can see the arrows. Do you like Zint? I don't know what that is. Close out early, just past before 5 minutes time to go back in, but not doing it. Just find another trade, bro. Gatie, am I greedy if I let it runner to midnight open? No, I'm gonna leave it runner to midnight open. Where should I send my TP? I mean, my TP is gonna be the next up close candle that starts trading higher. I'm gonna close another 2 contracts. We're thinking about targeting 19,504. Yeah, you can aim for that. That's a good runner. It's like max expansion, but we still don't know if it's a full. I mean, we reversed 930, so I'm trading this 9. You can trade the daily PO3. You might have to hold this trade, and you'd have to put your stop loss a lot lower than mine. But I'm not looking to hold this for the entire day. Market open does not equal first presentated. No, this one does not count. If I join monthly, you're joining. Okay, we're gonna take the partial as soon as this candle. So as we're taking out that buy side, this candle's trading higher. I'm watching the speed. Just focusing on the speed. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else matters. Just looking at the speed. As long as it doesn't glitch dump all the way down to my stop loss, you can get a good partial fill here. If it gets below New York open, I'll like for sure close. Because that was like a really good objective anyways. Just watching it closely. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it off there. What? I clicked, bro. Bro. Alright, we got it off. What? Okay. We can't even leave a runner anymore. That just like glitched out. Anyways, we already managed it on the account, so it doesn't matter. Bro, I was closing. I swear I was. Anyway, that's trade right there. So taking out the equal highs, that's a market maker buy model. And that's it. Will you learn more than YouTube? Well, I mean, there's more information, yes, but on YouTube you have all the information. It's just you're gonna have to figure it out on your own, right? You're not gonna have me, giving you homework and such reviews. We're not gonna backtest together, which is fine. You just, the information's there. You're just gonna have to figure it out on your own. I'd be leaving a runner right now. If I was leaving a runner, I would look for here. Anywhere here is fine. Higher time frame PD rate. I don't need a high time frame PD rate in my trades, but this one we had a 4-hour bullish fair value gap and the daily bullish fair value gap. So I mean, it doesn't get more higher time frame than that. 2 trades total. For me, I take two. Like I take two. Like I'm not gonna take another one. Make a good recording about this one. Like I think this can go higher, but I'm very content with that. That's very content for me. Made 1%. 2% actually. I risked 1%. That's for runner for the rejection block. Yeah, you can. I would leave a runner too. Well, I'm copy trading accounts. I'm copy trading 3 accounts. Is Forex Replay bad as they say? No, it's not that bad. TradeGel is a little bit better, but you can use Forex Replay. I did my first 4 years of backtesting in Forex Replay. 4 years in backtest, not 4 years in real life time. You took the same trade and realized you were in on the same thing, except you were still at the CFTC and I was at the IFEG. Yeah, nice, bro. Wherever you found confidence. I'm Iraqi. You guessed correctly, brother. Break even day. That's okay. Did you follow rules? Do you always risk 1% per trade? No. Bro, is tomorrow tradable? It's tradable, but I'm not going to be trading it. I won't be trading tomorrow. I'll be live, though. I took the same chip on the 5 minute with 5 minutes. Yeah, the 5 minute CFD was really nice. If you took the 5 minute right here, you just had to take it. At this candle traded down. You take it right there. Can you explain your trade? It's a 930 PO3 reversal model. I was expecting the 930 candle to flip. Therefore, I was aiming for New York opening price. And the buy side right here is a really clean equal highs. On your entry, what did you use as a manipulation? This. This was your manipulation. Well, this is all manipulation, but for the actual trade breaker, it's right there. On your entry, what did you use as a yeah, that's the one. Did you take it? Yes. Can you explain your trade? Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I'll post a recap. I always post recaps of my trades, wins and losses. Why is tomorrow not tradable? Guys, I swear we do this every month, guys. Every month you guys ask me the same thing. Tomorrow is the day before non-farm payroll. Meaning, there's going to be a big move on Friday. So usually, when there's a big move on Friday, we don't see a big move on Thursday. Usually Thursday is going to look like this. Now sometimes, not every time, sometimes, and especially tomorrow, we actually have a lot of news. You tell me how you're going to trade tomorrow. Like, it's the day before non-farm payroll. Look at the news tomorrow. 8:30, 9:45, 10. I mean, I guess you can trade like 10 after 10, but like, I would obviously not be taking any classic models. We'll have to wait for 10 a.m. news. I'm waiting for 9:45. I'd rather just not trade, you know? And there's non-farm payroll the day after, so I'm just going to trade NFP. That's okay, Lori. You get out when you got to get out. Don't let me, where I got out, influence them. You just got to, you get out when you got to get out, you know? So tomorrow I'll be live, but I won't be trading. Maybe on an eval, but not on a funded. Should I shower? It's been 3 weeks. No, you got time, bro. Don't stress about that kind of stuff. Just keep trading, keep backtesting. I'll trade PM session below size. Sure. On a higher time frame, what period do you manipulate tap into? You have the daily bullish fair value gap. You also have the 4-hour bullish fair value gap. That's it. I didn't use anything else. Not that I need that, but it was a confluence. You got a few more. Yeah, you're good. You're good, bro. Why aren't you trading tomorrow? Which time window is best to trade? 9:30 to 11, in my opinion. It's been half a year for me, and you're getting pretty close before you need a shower. What prop firm can I use for Romania? Off of his band here. I would trade Forex prop firms, brother, and just trade NAS 100. What's the difference between macro and silver bullet? Silver bullet, I don't understand why no one understands what silver bullet is. Silver bullet is, it's way more easy than everyone thinks. Silver bullet is looking at what happened pre-market and from 9:30 to 10. Silver bullet is so simple. You wait for an obvious draw on liquidity based on what happened pre-market and 9:30 to 10. Primarily 9:30 to 10. Whatever you look at that time and see. So for example, silver bullet today, every single day, you can't, there is no such thing as no silver bullet. Let's say you were like, okay, well, we have accumulation pre-market and we have equal highs, and then we go lower into the daily bullish fair value gap. And then as soon as 10 a.m. comes, we get a CISD. So that's your narrative. That's silver bullet is a narrative-based strategy. You build a very high probability narrative and you take a fair value gap towards that narrative. You don't even have to aim this high for a silver bullet trade. You can just do 1R or less. I don't know. Aim for something small like this. Anything in premium, really. Bro, I literally didn't trade today. I'm missing out my fully buy day buys. That's like losing 10K shit, man. I had to do work. Brother, you need to take a deep breath. All right? Relax. You don't need FOMO. Updated version? There is no updated version, bro. I've been using the same stuff since day one. The same exact stuff. Same video I posted. It's mainly just priority, you know. Like as soon as I saw these equal highs, I was like, I mean, we could target these later. As soon as they were put in there. Now we're going for shorts. Possible. You better take a short. Blue pineapple, bro. I think you should just walk off the charts, bro. It doesn't seem like you're trading too outcome focused. Protect your mental capital. Listen, blue pineapple, think about it like this, bro. Your mental capital is already nearing zero and you haven't even traded yet. You don't have any mental capital left, bro. You already are used it all up. So you have to manage your mental just as much as you have to manage, like, honestly, I'm gonna make it, hold on, let me record this. The most underrated thing that you need to do as a trader is manage your mental psychology. You have to manage it. You have to do what's in your best interest, not just about the P&L or the trades, but also mentally, right? Let's say you feel like you missed a trade and you're starting to have FOMO. Well, your mental capacity or your mental capital is lower now. Do you really want to be trading when you have, you know, not that much mental fortitude left? No, not really, right? That's not something you want to do. You want to protect yourself from situations. Don't put yourself in a situation where you know that if something goes wrong, you're probably going to go on tilt and you may blow up. You don't want to blow up. That should be your goal as a trader. You don't want to blow up, right? So you got to protect yourself. You got to manage your psychology. You got to manage your mental capital. Prevent yourself. Don't even put yourself in that situation, right? You got to know when to just be like, yeah, this hurts, but I'm just going to walk away. And even though it hurts, I'm still just going to walk, you know? Yeah, you can't even control the outcome of the trade, yet people still get upset when it loses. Yeah, I'll trade Friday for sure. Now, Fridays, if you've never traded NFP, then you don't have to take my advice, not advice. I would recommend, though, if you haven't backtested it yourself or done it many times, it's a really aggressive time, you know? Like, when I lose on NFP, I lose very quickly. Like, it's really volatile, but I still trade it. I'm still willing, because risk to reward wise, I make more than I lose on non-farm payrolls. I've backtested like 100 non-farm payrolls. So, like, I'm very comfortable trading non-farm payroll, but I understand the risk. you know. But I also understand the reward. NFP, you get really good risk reward trades sometimes, you know, and I'm willing to go for it. Great trade today. I'm more happy with the trade management. Yeah, it was a good trade. I mean, today I'm happy with my performance. I'm not gonna lie. Whether it was a loss or a win, it was a really good performance. It was good patience the entire time. Yeah, we executed and we didn't hesitate. NFP is the first Friday of every month. Yes, literally 9. Yeah, I agree, bro. I have my profit target on top of about 3K, but I haven't got an email. You gotta wait till 6 p.m. I believe. Manny, congratulations on passing, brother. By the way. Also, trading Newsdays gives you 2 great drops in liquidity and better volatility. Yeah, it's the volatility. What is NFP like? What does it show? You're gonna see a big fat candle at 8:30, and the entire day will just be better. Does futures platforms have crypto payouts? Maybe some, but not that I know of. Does futures? Yeah, I don't think so. Thank you, my second 50K account. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. Well done. W trade. Thanks. Thank you for the trade. You think NQ is better than Forex? Yes, 100%. But like, what is it about? It's non-farm payroll. It goes about like all the. What even? It's like it's the numbers for non-farm. Like it's the payroll numbers for everyone. It's like the number one thing that tells you economic status in the U.S. kind of in terms of like at least the stock market. It's like all the workers, not including it's non-farm, right? It's not like farm payroll. Like no offense, I mean the farm payroll probably doesn't influence that much. I think I'm gonna go short. If you guys are bearish, man, don't hesitate. You know, but as long as you have a clear draw. Is London and Asia sessions are tradable? I'm trying to go back to those 101 point. You trying to go back? No, hell nah, bro. I'm trying to stay right here. NQ and US 100? No, very small difference. You can just trade US 100. It's pretty much the same. Finally getting new evals on Friday. Buying an advanced alpha account, bro. Hey, bro, let's go, man. Let's go. I think the code like 10% or maybe to 20 now. So if you wanted to go short, in my opinion, wait for a draw on the 1 hour bearish. We did touch the 1 hour bearish. 20? I don't know. I actually have no idea what it is. I haven't got an account in a while. What do you think about shorts now? I think it might have been 20 for like a day and then it left. How do you feel to pass funded account? Yeah, all the time, bro. I don't pass every single account. That would be crazy. If I just passed every single account, man, I wish, bro. Nah, you gotta blow some to win some. Is London and Asia sessions are tradable? You can trade them, but I would make this very specific strategy for that time. Don't trade them like New York. You know, don't be waiting on New York. I'd add positions, yes. Any tips for you? Any tips after you pass your 50K funded? Go for the payout, bro. Well, I got stopped. It happens, bro. You glad I didn't take that? Any tips? Yeah, you go for the. Can I work? I could JD, but I'm probably not going to. I already took one recently. I'm going. No, actually, I don't. I'd have to win. I'd have to win Friday. Took a nice 920. No, yeah, I did, Addy. I did, yeah. I added positions. Just I got more and more confident in my drop. I didn't even add a position at any significant level, bro. I genuinely just clicked buy because my stop was here. Now, my stop was here originally, and I got it and it started going, and we got a protraction model. So I was like, all right, let me put my stop here and add. There was no logical reason to add here besides the fact that I can trail my stop, and it should still play out. I entered at 10. Let me check you the actual executions. I entered the trade. It's a good method, bro. Aim for like exactly, bro. It really boosts your risk to reward. I entered at 10:04 and I entered at 10:10. Is there a video about your protraction model? All my models are on YouTube, brother. Got some small short wins. Nice, bro. Can you trade alpha accounts on TradingView? And can you trade the accounts normally? Normally? What do you mean normally? You can trade them on TradingView, yes. I don't know what you mean by normally, though. 5 minutes CFTC to the downside. I mean, it's possible. This could be a full reversal, though. My entry was 10:02. Nice. You took it right off? Yeah. I was going to as well. I just wanted to wait a little bit. Oh, you got in right to CISD. Not bad, not bad. I had time passing my 5K eval. That's okay. What are you struggling with, bro? I live in Canada. I'm still in AMD NVIDIA, yeah. I'm in green, but barely. I was way more green yesterday. I trade evals as well, JD. I'm pretty much always gonna have at least one eval that I'm working on at the same time, in case there's a trade I want to take, not unfunded. Price probably hit 830 open. I think it goes higher. Do you come USA? I wish I could, bro. You know who's Big Shar? I do know who Big Shar Trades is. Yes, is that Tesla got their scaling plan that also affects macros only for trading you. No, you should be. No, you're good with alpha, bro. You're good with alpha. You like Big Shar? He's a good guy. Seems like a good guy. I was on tilt today, blew my top one funded account. It happens, bro. He entered this FEG right now. Oh, I don't know about that one. That's very premium. Can I join your team? I don't have a team. Do I know Keyfloat? Not to be like racist, but he's the brown guy, right? I think his name's Harris. Yeah, I think I know. I know who that is. I wish I could send those guys trade 10 a.m. power of 3, which is not bad, but I mean, yeah, whatever works. Who am I gonna say it's not bad? Looks like he's getting stopped out. I mean, it hasn't invalidated yet. It doesn't matter if they get stopped out. You know, the outcome doesn't matter. You trade funded or real accounts funded. 10 a.m. is poop. It's not that 10 a.m. PO3 is poop. 10 a.m. PO3 is silver bullet. I mean, that's what 10 a.m. PO3 is, for the most part. Not fully, but it aligns. A lot of the days, it aligns. It's just, I don't know how you can ignore. I mean, I don't know how they trade it, right? Let me not judge. I'm not talking about anyone. I'm talking about in general. For some people, if anyone does this, when you trade 9:30 power of 3, sorry, 10 a.m. power of 3, I feel like you're just ignoring everything that happens in the 30 minutes. So, like, for example, let me give you the best reason why 9:30 power of 3 is easier, in my opinion, than 10 a.m. power of 3. Look at the 10 a.m. candle. Look at this little tiny wick right here. That's your 10 a.m. manipulation. Like this little move lower, right? Comparing that to the 9:30 power of 3 wick. That's a full reversal. Like, we are flipping the entire candle, right? We get this entire manipulation 9:30 Judas swing. And it's very visual to see that once we get a breaker, it's going to expand towards the buy side, right? Because of 9:30 power of 3. The 10 a.m. wick is not significant. The 9:30 offers you that kind of range. So that's just me, man. I saw you have $50 monthly payment. Is that correct? That is for gems. But if you're interested, just message me on this. Message me on Discord. I don't like talking about it on live stream. You can message me on Discord, brother. Would you go for buys right now? No, it would have to retrace. 15. There's a 15 there. It's 1050 macro. I mean, we can even. I'll stay here and tape to buy. It's actually quite. We're actually in a 15. If we get an OB, you could. It's not as high probability. Are there any requirements to cash out on funded accounts? You just have to meet the payout requirements. Just gotta meet the payout requirements, my brother. Brother, man. If this IFEG inverse, I'm going long. If this IFEG inverse, I think they're short from 950 to the 940 low. Nope, I outlined this. This trade meets my criteria. If I was bearish towards some sort of level, I could have taken this. I even outlined that you could take this, but I'm not going to, because I didn't know how low it was going to go. It only went, 31 points lower. So it's a good trade. It's a protraction model. It's not a plus, but it's a good trade. It's not a bad trade. For me, at least, it meets my criteria. That's why I'm saying it's good. Do you trade live every day? Yes, sir. I'll be here every day trading my models. And well, unless I'm sick, unless yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, 15 seconds. Nice, yeah. It's a popular question, but where did you learn how to trade NQ? I did most of my learning in backtest. This is Nasdaq. You think price will expand higher or lower during lunch? Depends what happens in the next 40 minutes. One starts at 11:30. I think we can get a move lower now because we haven't had any run on sell side in a while. Can you explain why we took the long even though we had data lows? We had data L, data. I don't know. I've never once looked at that. I'm simply looking at imbalances, highs and lows, higher time frame order flow, and PO3 narrative. So I don't know what you mean. Why did I? Oh, 10 a.m. Because I was bullish. Simple as that. PB is out. I'm looking at Discord. It's all part of the game. What's up? What do you mean he's out? What does that mean? Can you lose funded account if you don't trade for a certain time? I think with some prop firms. Why was I bullish? Just really nice equal highs. We were inside the 4-hour and the daily bullish fair value gap. I'm personally bullish on the higher time frame as well, so I don't expect us to go too far lower. We haven't had any run on buy side. You know, it was just been one-sided, so fair to assume that we get some sort of at least retracement higher. And what's more clean than, what is this, quadruple equal highs? You start sniping chart from 9:30. Usually at 11 I finish, but yeah, 9:30. Oh, he's out the longs? Nice. Good. He took longs as well. Open high, low, close, probably bullish, but let's see. It would be open low, but yeah. I don't think you have to trade. Like, for example, Alpha Futures, you don't have to trade. You just have to log into your account at least once a month. As long as you log in, you're good. I'm the opposite. I think we went through that Trump. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are still bearish higher time frame, but in my opinion, I think this could be the bottom, man. I don't know. I never see you trade DS. Why now? I didn't trade DS. This is NASDAQ. There is activation fee on Alpha. Yes. It's going good, brother. I've managed to get some payouts for myself. On the opposite, I think we run through that Trump from 3 weeks ago. I don't like talking about why my chart value says 5.4. I mean, I have two charts open. Oh, you meant to say pump? Yeah, there's two charts. Appreciate you, George. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't bullish until I saw this. Like I said, I was going to wait. That's the first thing I said when I came on. I said, I'm going to wait for it to show me that it's going to go higher. And if it doesn't show me, I'm not going to trade. It showed me at the perfect. It just happened. Like, I didn't even have to complicate it. It showed me right here that it was going to go higher. From the level I expected it to, at the time I expected it to. What more do I need than that, man? Like, time and price aligned with my bias. I'm taking the trade, you know? I think I'll just get off because I don't see the entry forming in this session. Yeah. It's probably fizzling out here at the buy side, right? It's just people looking for trades because they missed this, and it's kind of just going sideways. Is OB and CISD the same? CISD forms the OB. I voted for Pierre, conservative. Well, we lost. Why? Just want to change. I use daily profiles. I use daily power of 3. Why did we reverse there? Daily bullish for value gap, 10 a.m. Wait, did the Indian win? No. He wants more capital gains. But you can take all the capital gains you want, bro. I just want to be able to buy a house. I want to be able to buy a house and groceries. You got the low of the trade. I want a zombie apocalypse. Get some weird stuff, bro. Currently backtesting OB with lower time frame inducement inside. AMA, bro. I'm gonna tell it to you real. Just based on that comment alone, I feel like you're strategy hopping, my brother. What is you balance? Which balance? I meant TP. I mean, I TP'd here. If you want to leave a runner, then look for that. How much fun did you have? 500. I have 500 accounts. 450Ks and 100K. What do you need to achieve a passive funded account? What do you need to achieve to pass a funded account? You just have to meet the requirements of the evaluation phase. Every firm is different. Do I use Unicorn? Yeah, this was Unicorn setup. This is your breaker. Fair value gap. I mean, it doesn't really align, but it's close. This is a Unicorn setup. Okay, this one's a lot better, right? This is your Unicorn setup. Institutional order flow entry drill, by the way. Bullish breaker. Bullish fair value gap. Stop at the breaker. Entry at the fair value gap. I use TopStep, yes. Yep, you can copy trade. I copy trade my accounts. Any tips? I have 1,200 left for passing a 50K and going pretty good. Should I size heavier or just stick? How much have you been risking, brother? Okay, today at 10 a.m., how would you draw the standard deviation? It's like this. This is exactly how you would draw it. Yeah, how much time do you have left, George? I think 250 is good. You can pass in 2 trades if you risk 250. If you get like around 2R. I would have paid 2, but then bro made some mentions sometimes about the first pool. I think that drove people away. Bro, the most people that voted for liberal were people who were older, like 50 plus. Most younger people voted conservative. But I mean, I don't really care too much, bro. The capital gains thing is nice. Carney announced that right away. They said they're gonna go back to the original, which is still not that good, but it's better than before. Better than before. 75% win rate overall in 2RR average, like 8 days left. Simple, man. Just keep doing it, bro. Just gotta stay consistent. Focus on the trade. Don't focus on the outcome. Manage your mental psychology. Manage your trades. That's it. Keep the losses small. Keep the winners big. For example, here I added. Can you talk about FG with the wick that went to CE? This one. Keep the losses small. I risked 1%. No, earlier. This one. That's what I'm saying, gas. I took it on both, Hassan. Yeah, no, I feel you guys. I feel you, bro. I'm gonna continue to my work, but it's 11 a.m. here, 11 p.m. Damn, bro. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Is it a good setup to sell up to CIC? There's SMT with ES. If you, I'll tell you what, bro. If you have a drawn liquidity lower, and you think the market is gonna take it, and you see a, let's say, CISD with an SMT, you don't gotta ask me, bro. You know. But don't just take it because there's an SMT CISD. There's probably like 5 SMT CISDs, right? There has to be reason. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna come right now, Adi. Give me like 15 seconds. Which one was it? This one right here. So it was this one. So 9 out of 10 times, not 9 out of 10 times. What was your P&L? I don't even know what my P&L was. I don't trade with my P&L on. So if you want to see, I have everything turned off. I literally just trade what I think is best. I have no idea. You know? It's all blank. Just blank. The bears went around 945. Yeah, so right here, usually you include the volume imbalance, right? That's what we teach. But listen closely. When the wick overlaps 50%, see that right here, this wick, overlapping 50%, don't include the volume imbalance. Gives you an inaccurate representation. Because then it's showing that we already trade 50%, which is not true. What's your minimum RR? I aim for it to average 2. I like to take setups where my, final objective is more than 2. That way I can at least average out. I mean, I'm happy if I finish with 1, I'm not going to complain. If I get a really, let me tell you guys, if you took a trade that was 90% chance of playing out, but it was only 1R, would you take it? I would take it. I don't look under 2. Like, let's say I have a trade. Like, for example, I wanted to take this short, right? I wanted to take this short, but it's only going to give me a 1.27. And I don't have anything more than that. It's not like I have an objective lower. Like, this is all I expect to take. There's nothing, I don't know where more it can go. So I'm not going to take, this one doesn't offer me good potential. But look, compared to this one, right? There's really good potential on this trade. It could, even if it goes straight to TP, that's 3.56R, right? I mean, even if you put your stop loss here, but my stop loss is at the body, if you remember. That's 3.36 at the, it's a little bit more actually, 3.4, right? This one offers me. So it's really easy to milk out 2 risk to reward, because obviously I'm taking partials and adding, but it's really easy to average out 2 when there's this much potential, right? And obviously there's way more potential. This doesn't, the trade doesn't have to be limited here. If I'm bullish on the day, well, this trade, could go all the way there. So that's how I do it. Anyways, I appreciate everyone coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Maybe I'll trade evals. Maybe I'll just tape read. Maybe we'll backtest if that's what everyone wants. For PMO, the adding contract when trading in TV. Bro, cheat code, bro. Just gives you like free risk reward. It's so simple, bro. Like if you're gonna trail your stop, you might as well just add a contract. Trade management can be your edge. To me, it's really important. Like, managing my trades is really, really, really important long term. It really influences my risk reward and P&L. So I focus. That's like one of my biggest edges in the market. I appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live tomorrow, whether it be backtest or trade eval or trade paper, or I don't know, whatever it is. But appreciate everyone coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow.